Well, when I say at America, you say yeehaw! At America? One more, at America? Welcome to At America, the U.S. Embassy's American Culture Center, where we're celebrating the American Wild West through performing arts. Can we give a round of applause? My name is Dila. I will be your MC for today's exciting event. And today, you're joining a showcase of Drengo, Rodeo, Heroik, dan Genjrengan Super Asik in collaboration with Indonesian Musical Company. Woo! And you're getting an exclusive look at Drengo behind the scenes and hear how Drengo was created from the first idea all the way to the stage before it had to Taman Ismail Marzuki on July 25th and 26th. So let's make some noise. Yay! And it is my pleasure to introduce our moderator for today's talk show. She is a performer of Drengo, Rodeo, Heroik, dan Genjrengan Super Asik. So please welcome Misha C.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Good? Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Misha Xie, and today I will be your moderator for this event. Thank you so much. May I invite Brian Edward, founder of Indonesian Musical Company, as well as Karis Joshua Untung, our songwriter for Indonesian Musical Company. Please come up to the stage. All right. Take a seat, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. So let's start. Let's begin the Q&A session. So let's start by learning about the vision behind Drengo. So, Mr. Brian Edward, I have a question for you. Drengo brings together the adventurous spirit of the American Wild West and the uniquely Indonesian concept of Genjrengan. Where did this idea first come from, and what inspired you to combine these two worlds?
Let's begin from how do we choose scripts or stories that we wish to tell, usually in IMC. First of all, we have to make sure of 3 points needs to be done before we can pick a title for our shows. The first point is the title or the aesthetic needs to be pleasing. So it has to have it has to be marketable. It has to be marketable. Also, it has to be fun for the cast and for the viewers and for the audience. And the second point is it has to be possible. There are a lot of sci-fi, a lot of fantasy genres that is quite difficult to perform currently in Indonesia that we are still working on, I guess. And for the third part is if it is something that we can add, we can deliver more to the audience. So with Drengo, it's fun, it's comedy, it's aesthetically pleasing, it is possible, we can perform it quite well, and of course, we can add a little bit of Indonesian comedy in Drengo, because then again, comedy is based on reality, right? And the reality of Indonesia and America is a bit different, and we can combine both of the comedy, like a more Western American comedy and Indonesian comedy. So we think that, and we think that we can perform Drengo quite well, and it seems that we can. So, I guess that's it.
Would you like to add something else,
I
Mr.
think
Karis?
we're also looking for an exciting new flavor that has not necessarily been done in previous or other works. So that's what we strive, adding to the 3 points that he mentioned earlier. We're looking for something exciting, something new, but it's still possible to be done in a sense. So yeah, I think we have not seen any like recent or any other cowboy themed American themed original in Indonesia. So yeah.
It's quite rare to see cowboy themed musicals in Indonesia. And of course, you playing comedy is quite rare for us too because our shows are usually a bit more darker, serious in
Dramatic.
tone.
Yes, yeah.
But presenting comedy is of course something very interesting to us because a lot of our partners are doing a lot of comedy too.
Yes, of course.
All right, gentlemen, that leads me to wonder which elements of cowboy culture translated naturally to Indonesian audiences and which ones had to be adapted?
Of course, the jokes needs to be adapted, of course, because American jokes and Indonesian jokes is a little bit different. Indonesian usually love a lot of satire, like, and a lot of slapsticks in Indonesia, which might be not very common currently in America. Of course, but there is also the aesthetic that we like with the denim and the flannel and the hats, the sombreros, that we can just take, or no, not take, we can just take it.
Borrow.
Borrow.
At least
but
borrow.
It's not,
It's not borrowing.
but we can
Incorporate.
just incorporate. Yes,
That's the
that is
word,
the
yeah.
correct word. From the American culture.
I
Would you
think
like
you
to-
mentioned a lot of things that I have
Alright.
to mention as well. So
So, Mr. Brian Edward, Indonesian Musical Company is known for its signature stage and cinema approach. Could you tell us more about the concept and how audiences will experience it in Drengo?
This is a question that is a bit more grounded to the identity of Indonesian Musical Company in the first place. So Indonesian Musical Company is built upon a combination of Indonesian-style theater with a more Western-style musical, because we see that song and dance is quite a growing
markets.
market of
I'd say.
entertainment, yeah, and Indonesian also have a very thick, I guess, European-based theater style.
Yes.
And of course, there is a more Indonesian culture-related theater like Lenong and a lot of other stuff. And we wish to combine it into something that is enjoyable for everyone. However, we also see that there is a unique style of storytelling that we can tell by watching films and movies, and we would like to incorporate. So the viewers of Indonesian Mode Company would have a more immersive sense of experience while watching IMC, and that's what we are looking for.
So that aesthetic that Brian mentioned before includes the lighting, for example. The lighting and typical musical, they go from song to song to song and dance and like with like a little dialogues. But for us, sometimes the scenes just go with scoring, as we see a lot in the film. The scoring and lighting, that's what makes people feel. And I hope that the people that come to our show will hopefully feel what we want them to feel as well. So,
It's called it's something that we like to say Indonesian musical, Indonesian
Yes.
style musical, not Broadway style, not Western style, but usually more Indonesian style musical.
So, Drengo's music has a really distinctive identity, right? So, how did your creative team approach blending country and folk influences with Indonesian musical tradition?
Well, I think it is a question that is more suited for Karis as the songwriter.
do you want to ask here or like in the later session for the
Sure,
songwriter?
you can just give a
Alright.
brief
Go
answer.
ahead.
So, personally, Drengo is a unique mix of country and Mexican music, actually, because it's closely related. It's in the same continent. So there's a bit of Latin and country music. And how do I blend it with Indonesian like culture? It's mostly like because it's a comedy show, so I have a lot of leeways. I can I can blend it in like just harshly just mention some Indonesian thing.
A lot of room for creativity.
Oh,
I guess.
that's what I meant. Yes, thank you, Brian. I really appreciate you. So yeah, that's one thing. And the second is I think Indonesians, they like certain styles of music, the ones that hooks you. So I mainly focus on the Indonesian, how Indonesians like their melodies, and I combine that with the melodies that still sounds foreign, but weirdly, it is
Sounds familiar.
sounds familiar, and acceptable to the ears of Indonesian, I have to say. So that's probably how I approach these things.
All right. So, why don't I ask this question to both of you? Looking ahead, what do you hope Drengo contributes to Indonesian Musical Company's artistic identity and to the future of Indonesian musical theater?
Well, for Durango specifically, it's as I mentioned before, it's quite a different style of performance than we usually perform. We usually perform more horror, serious drama, and like thriller styled uh, musicals. Now we are presenting comedies. It shows that we have versatility in our arsenal. We also have a give room to our actors, actresses that is more suited, more specialized, and more skilled in delivering comedy. And also, we have a somewhat of a different experience of developing scripts, developing the music, developing the dances, and give a different layer of different experience to the audience also. That is the usual with the usual serious tone of IMC. So we can give a more fun comedy, a different style, and also usually we are a lot of our um, shows are usually mostly differed from Asian and European cultures, and now you use we would like to incorporate American culture. Thank you. We would like to incorporate American culture to our arsenal of our shows, I guess.
From me, I think it's pretty similar, but I would like to talk a bit about the scoring part of as well, because it for IMC, I think it's an addition to our arsenal of scoring materials. We can score horror, we can score drama, but this is a new style of scoring. For example, a more comedic approach. And as he said as well, I think it's fun and it's interesting, and I think it's beneficial for for us to explore more regions, including like American culture, because I see that musical itself, like the ones that that has grown a lot, mostly is on Broadway, for example. It's an American culture, and I think we can assimilate, a new word, assimilate these cultures in a sense, but to create our own identity as well, in a sense. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for your time, gentlemen. Can I get a round of applause, please, for these two gentlemen? Thank you so much. So, we can now move on to the song reveal, our first song reveal for today's event. Isabella and Cruz's dance performance and singing performance as well. We can move on to that. Thank you. menjadi anak yang terbaik untukmu. Oh Bapakku, semua yang terjadi ini salahku. Maafkan diriku. Ku ingin kembali ke masa itu bersama dirimu. Kembali bersamamu. Ku rindu kau ayahku. Kembali bersamamu. Ku rindu dipelukmu. Penyelamat sempurna itu bukan itu yang ku mau. Ku hanya ingin ayahku. Oh Bapakku, sungguh aku rindu. All right, we're back with the Q&A session. Let's go ahead. All right. Before I start the Q&A session with Mr. Karis Joshua Untung, may I present Nicholas Stevie, our scriptwriter for Drengo the musical. Mr. Stevie, are you all right?
Just a little bit of slapstick comedy right there.
Oh, God.
May I?
Oh, take a seat.
What was that? What was that? What's that?
Oh, you cracker.
I know.
So funny. So, Mr. Stevie, how are you today?
I feel sore in my arms just there before.
Ew, suck it.
But I'm mostly well. Thank you for
You're
asking.
mostly well. All right.
And you don't ask me how I am.
How are you,
How
Mr.
are you?
Drengo?
I want you guys to give a round of applause for our moderator who sang just now. Give a round of applause for Miss Shashe.
Thank you guys so much. Well, tanpa basa-basi, let's go with the Q&A session. Let's go to the man himself. Now let's hear it from the man behind Drengo himself, Mr. Karis Joshua Untung.
Ha, you first.
Oh my God. All right.
So, Mr. Karis Joshua Untung, you wear two hats in this production, as both the lead actor and the songwriter. So tell me, Mr. Karis, how did those two creative roles influence one another throughout the process?
Maybe I should sing this answer since I'm the songwriter and the actor as well. No.
What a show off.
I mean, I can do it. So, it helps that I sing. It helps that I act. So I know my range of singing from low to high. It helps that I sing and write the song together. It Drengo.
Come on, audience.
At Drengo. So that's. So
I
that.
guess
Was that a
that's
bait?
it. I guess that's
Was
it
that
for
a bait?
them.
Yeah, kind of. So yeah, it helps a lot that I sing the songs, so I can actually know exactly um, what I want and how to. So as a songwriter, I'd like to make people shine in their own ways. So it's better if I know like how their voices sound like and which genre suits their voices better, and that helps a lot for me because I know like how how my voice shine in which genres do my voice shine, and apparently the songs in Drengo it reflects my guitar playing style. So I was a guitarist. Still am a guitarist, but then like when I study music in Singapore at church, I there is no bassist, so I play the bass. So my style of playing the guitar is also different. It's heavily influenced by bass playing as well. So a lot of Django songs actually reflects my style of playing. Like so that kind of thing. It so that kind of thing. It really helps that I sing and make songs for myself. In a sense, that's the good part of having two hats per se. But the difficult part is I have to do both, and it's not an easy task. But thank God I have my friend over here that is always by my side and over there, and we have a wondrous team that supports each other as well. So that might I want to give a shout out for all Django's cast and crew. Give her okay. I think that's it from me to answer that question.
The next question for you, Mr. Django.
Oh, me again. Okay.
Yes, you again.
All right.
You are the main character after all. So, buddy.
I feel hot.
Ow!
You are hot.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyways.
How did you approach creating a character who embodies both the rugged confidence of a cowboy and the warmth and humor of Indonesian storytelling?
Interesting.
Need some time alone?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. Kayaknya itu ending fairy, guys. Anyways, how did you, Mr. Karis Joshua Untung,
All right.
approach creating a character, Django, who embodies both the rugged confidence of a cowboy and the warmth and humor of Indonesian storytelling?
Interesting indeed. So, of course, the humor. The cowboy. Apparently, the ruggedness comes from like our my friend over there, the assistant director, told me to use these kind of voice, inspired me to to use these kind of rugged accent, rugged and western, rar accent. So this creates the ruggedness and the coolness and the aura, the NPD-ness.
Very
But
honest.
the warmth, the comedy. I mean, Indonesian. Can I name names like do you know Kevin Miliano or something? So there's the like kind of like an NPD Indonesian content. So I think it's warm enough. It's like a bit like you, but at the same time you want to keep watching it. So it's a bit. That's where the warmth and the comedy comes from. I think from the character itself. I think I don't have to think that hard on how to incorporate the ruggedness of an American and the comedy of an Indonesian because I think it weirdly blends together nicely. So yeah, I think that's
All right,
my answer.
thank you for that, for your insights. Now, how about you, Mr. Nicholas Stevie? You yourself, being one of your characters, being Gaspar in the production. How do you feel?
Well, when writing Gaspar, it's actually I try to make the story very relatable for most audience. I'm sure many of us have an experience of learning something the hard way. Maybe something, maybe one lesson from a parent, or maybe just school and in general. We might not enjoy it, but sometimes we gotta learn. We gotta push through it. And so when portraying Gaspar, uh, I feel like I'm already a bit growing up. I feel like I'm already getting wiser myself. But of course, I can always recall back to my best.
No, no,
Oh, what you did there?
blessing you.
From my past experience. So, yeah, when playing Gaspar, it's actually very, honestly, very down to earth. Very, I feel very human. Of course, Gaspar is human, right?
I don't know. You're the one who writes the
Oh
script.
shit, you're right. But yeah, that concludes my answer. Thank you.
All right, thank you both. Thank you so much. Well, Mr. Karis Joshua Untung,
All right.
it makes me a bit curious. I'm a bit curious. Which songs in the musical do you feel best represents the heart of the story? And what makes it special to you?
Interesting. This time I won't ask for you to repeat the question second time. Um, represents the story. I think the song before, the one that you just sang.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, why is that, sir?
because I think that's one of the song that touches that will touch people's hearts when they watch the story, and also that's the song that I think will touch a lot of people's heart, and that's kind of like the heart of the story. If you're curious about what's the heart of the story, I mean, you can just watch it tomorrow. Yeah. Huh? Oh, uh, at Gedung Kesenian Jakarta. So tomorrow, yeah, um, we have at 1:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. So yeah, those are the show dates.
Take note, guys. Take note. Book your seats.
Yes.
Also, how about you, Mr. Nicholas Stevie? What song do you feel um, embodies the story?
Hmm. Interesting question, but that should have been for the songwriter. But
It's okay.
it's okay. It's okay.
We want to know.
Of
your,
course, of course,
your,
of course.
insights
For
as well.
me, there's a lot of songs. It's quite the difficult question, you know. There's a lot of interesting songs that might hit for different people as well. I mean, that's the beauty of musicals now, in it. But yeah, for me, my favorite might be. I can't say. I can't say because people will need to see for tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've spoiled them enough just now.
Yeah.
And yeah, do we have another spoiler coming up?
Yes.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't think
Hear
I don't
that,
think we need to show
everybody?
that much now,
Oh,
do we?
yeah. We're besties, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well. So, gentlemen, since Drengo, the musical as itself, embraces Indonesian Musical Company's cinematic style, how did that influence your acting choices, movement on stage, and interaction with the audience? Going to both of you, if
Go
you'd
ahead.
like.
Well, it's not very different from what Mr. Brian Edward just said before, yeah. Uh, well, when we say cinematic, most of us take picture of theater experiences, and definitely between theater experiences like in the cinema, do say. It's really different between theater in the stage and theater as in the cinema, in screens. It's a very different experience. And when we want to those two experiences, there's of course it gives us challenges that, well, we try to, and we believe we try to succeed on implementing both artistic directions. How does it affect? It does bring pretty much unique approach than other theater communities, of course, and well, it does give challenge for not just for us, but of course for our fellow castmates as well. But that's where the learning opportunity begins now, isn't it? We try to deliver something new, and when we try to challenge something, of course it proves many challenges along the way.
I think I want to ask a bit about how does that affect your script writing?
Oh, of course there are for example, maybe most characters might have need a break from other scenes just because they have to change from each scene. They have to, in practice, they have to travel
Distances.
different parts, different distances, and of course that affects how the script writing works well, and affects the drafts of course. With this is my first time writing, and also being mentored by Mr. Brian Edward himself. He does share many of those
Insights.
insights. Thank you. Insights on how to incorporate this style of performance in a well-mannered execution, you could say.
So I'm gonna answer as both a performer and as a songwriter. I think for a performer, Indonesian Musical Company's style, cinematic style, requires us to balance out between the usual theatrical style, like a wider and an over-the-top kind of acting with like some of those like film acting in a sense. So you, and that's a challenge for I think each and every one of us as the actors of Indonesian Musical Company. For the songs, um, I think I'd like to imagine like how like those American movies when they, I think one of the songs is I can imagine this being in the like for example like, The Greatest Showman, like the bar scene. Silent, yeah. It's like very that bar-esque type of cinematic feel to it. That's how I would start in my songwriting process. I'd like to imagine whether this is does it sound like I'm watching a movie. That sounds weird, but that's how I approach things. I would say. Yeah.
It's very interesting. That's very interesting. So, what I've seen from the first showcase
Yeah.
at Lipo Malpuri, for
Yeah.
those who are actually following, some people don't follow, but I do. So,
So how
ever
do we
since-
follow this
How do you
company,
follow?
this community?
Come to each and every showcase, including this one. This might be the last one because tomorrow is show day. So
This is the last one.
Surely.
this is the last one for Durango, sadly. But anyways, the chemistry amongst the cast feel incredibly natural from the showcase. How did everyone build that trust and friendship behind the scenes?
Go ahead.
Me again?
Go ahead.
All right, all right. I mean, when we prepare, when we do rehearsals for our shows, it doesn't limit it to only to what we prepare on stage to whatever date we assign for. Of course, we try to make this community that feels more like a family. Some might say. We don't limit our interactions only to the rehearsals. We spend more time after the how you say it? Rehearsals.
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 You get that British accent, my guy.
sorry. Comes up naturally. Yeah.
But you see what I mean. After training, some might say, I might use that more. After training, some might say, we will continue on maybe grab a few drinks, a few meals, or maybe do more than just that. Maybe we go to watch something together, watch other performances as well. There are many ways that we can that we usually tend to do to bond, and not only to bond for friendship, but also in a way to bond with other castmates as well, and it totally affects how we interact, not only in real life, but actually, surprisingly enough, on the stage.
I have to agree with that, but I think we bond, people bond through ups and downs, through the good things and the bad things in the rehearsals, Yeah. So I think I have learned to embrace that in every production. There's an up and downs. There will be drama inside of a musical drama production, and people might see it as a not necessarily a good thing, but I would say that it's life, and it's what brings us closer as well at the end. I believe that love binds us together through every means that happened in this world. Amen.
Amen.
Preach, my guy.
Yeah.
So, final question. Without giving any spoilers, do you have a favorite scene or musical number? And what do you hope audiences are still thinking or even humming as they leave the theater? To both of you, if you'd like.
You want to pass this on me first again?
All right, I'll take this one. I'll take this one.
Thank you.
All right, my favorite song, and the ones that people will probably hum are different. Two different songs, I think. I love my songs equally. They're like my child, my brainchild. Yeah, my brain gave birth to that. Anyways, the ones that people will hum. I mean, I can spill some of the.
Okay, you might spill some.
I might
give a
spill
little
some
one, just
because it's
give a
pretty
little.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will stick in our brains. So, yee-haw, yee-haw, whoa, yee-haw, yee-haw. I think that will stick a lot. But my favorite song, I have a love-hate relationship for this song personally, because I am pushed to my limits with the choreography.
Ooh.
Thank God the choreographer is working now, so I can talk good behind her back.
Ooh. Hear that?
So yeah, but it's been a dream of mine. Talking about American culture, I love jazz. So it's the closest thing to a jazz song that I am able to create in this universe of cinematic performances that we are creating. So it's called Mi Amor. Yeah. No, I think the title goes like Kepadamu Mi Amor, but I never remember my titles well. So yeah, I think that's the one song that I am pretty excited to see on the stage. And I heard that it's gonna be one of the songs that we.
Yeah, it's planned. It's
Oh,
called
it's, oh,
planned.
it's planned. All right. All right. What about you, my brother in arms?
Right, thank you.
Partner?
Where Mr. Karis more so mentioned about one of the memorable songs that might leave an impression for the audiences. For me, of course, since I'm scriptwriter, I will probably more dive into which scene might be memorable or might stick to audiences after we perform. Yeah. For me, well, here's the thing when writing the script for Django. I'm trying to make, just as Mr. Brian Edward just mentioned before, the stories that IMC tend to deliver are sometimes very, very
Dramatic.
dramatic, very hard, very emotional wrenching. And I want to challenge myself in delivering a story that is more lighthearted. That is more lighthearted. You don't need to come out the room crying. I hope so. I mean, I hope so. But not not so light in a sense that it's not interesting. So I got a little bit of insight here. I did the one of my more challenging. One of my biggest challenges in writing the script is actually trying to blend in that light-hearted nature, but also make it still in a sense, touch the emotions of the viewers. So what I'm trying to say is, there will be a lot of surprises in the script.
Prank.
You sure surprised me there. Maybe that's one surprise.
Yeah.
But like I said, there are many surprises in this script. When you first step in this, world, you might find some archetypes, might find some styles that might have been incorporated in other Western media, whether it be movies or stage play. But I assure you, I am developing something that I hope it'll bring surprises. And to mention which scene, which is my favorite, sadly, I have to say it again. It might be a spoiler, and I will not share too deep because I want to make sure people who are awaiting our performance tomorrow can have the utmost experience. Like I said, there are many surprises, and honestly, if you ask me which scene is my favorite, honestly, one of that many surprises. So, await tomorrow, I guess.
I guess.
All right, thank you both, Karas Joshwanto and Mr. Nicholas Stevie. So you did say that one of the songs, was it Mi Amor or something?
Yes.
Tell me, what is it like?
Do I need to tell you? I mean, I'm ready to perform it right now, baby.
He's ready to perform it. And that means something, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Durango's Tango!
Lights on. Selama ada aku, Jerengo, tidak ada yang dapat menyentuh warga kota-kotaku. Wargaku yang cantik dan jelita, kemarilah. Izinkan aku menyanyikan sebuah balada indah untuk dirimu. Hati-hati kabel. Untukmu mi amor, nafasku mi amor, setiap denyut nadiku mengabdi padamu, hanya padamu, oh mi amor, ku berikan hidupku mi amor. Setiap kali jantungku berdetak, dia menyanyi untukmu. Can you help me with the guitar, please? Put it there. Okay. -1. -1. Terpana, oh indahnya Kau bagai mekar bunga warnai dunia. Diri ini terlena, oh manisnya. Alunan nada cinta kita berdua. Untukmu mi amor, nafasku mi amor. Setiap denyut nadiku mengabdi padamu. Hanya padamu oh mi amor, ku berikan hidupku mi amor. Setiap kali jantungku berdetak, dia bernyanyi untukmu. Nafasku mi amor, setiap denyut nadiku mengabdi padamu. Hanya padamu oh mi amor, ku berikan hidupku mi amor. Setiap kali jantungku berdetak, dia bernyanyi untukmu. Setiap kali jantungku berdetak, ya alurkan melodi cinta. Kepadamu, oh mi
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Q&A with Drengo. Kayaknya sudah capek ya. So, instead, let me invite Nicholas Stevie back on stage. Please give it up for him. Thank you.
Karis, I can't see through your glasses.
Then give it back.
Karis, I can't see. Karis.
Untukmu.
Thank you.
Be careful. Be careful, guys. Ooh, be careful, Gaspar. Careful.
Thank you.
So, because Mr. Drengo here just did a little performance, which was absolutely fantastic. What can I say, guys? It was so fantastic. Oh my God.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I am so
Don't be
proud
camera
of you.
shy.
I'm so proud of you, Mr.
Do
Guy.
you see the mouth that goes? I can't do it.
Oh
I
my
can't do
God.
it. Even I can't do it.
I think that was Karis Joshua Ontog's secret talent, guys. Like, hey, Karis. Oh,
Yeah, I'm fine.
wow.
I'm fine over here. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Karis. Could you do the? Oh my God! Did you see that, folks? Wow, I think that was his hidden talent. Well, anyways, let's move on to Mr. Stevie. Mr. Nicholas Stevie, every memorable musical begins with a compelling story. So let's hear it from the person who wrote it, Mr. Nicholas Stevie. Let's give it up for him, please. Your first question.
Go ahead.
What was the biggest challenge in writing a story that combines the adventurous spirit of a Western rodeo and the playful charm of Indonesian Genjrengan culture? Oh,
Okay. Thank you for the first question. Um, well, this is more in a personal. Before I get to there, again, back to more personal sense. Uh, Honestly, since this is my first script ever in
First rodeo in
first
script writing.
rodeo. Wow, you had to go there. But yes, since this is my first rodeo ever in writing a script, even that itself, even that alone, is quite a big, a huge stone to jump
Milestone,
over.
yes.
Yes, a milestone that have to conquer myself. Well, not really. Actually, not really myself. Again, I am very thankful that I'm mentored by Brian Edward himself. He's right there, right there, right there, right there. See, right there. um, but yes, since that also that is itself is already a quite difficult task for me personally. But actually, now that you say it, that actually there is more to it than just writing a solid script. Since adapting a Western theme, also adapting the style of IMC's style of performances. Gotta say, one of the one of the bigger challenges is honestly, I did mention before that IMC style of writing is very hard on the emotional weight. And surely, even though I noticed that, surely I cannot just let that style go since I am writing for IMC itself. So incorporating my style of entertainment that I indulge myself with, again, mostly on very light-hearted, very comedy-centric, not so hard on my heart, you could say. Uh, it's quite the bigger one of the bigger challenges in writing for Django, I might say.
that's very. Thank you, Nicholas Stevie. Hmm. So, if I'm not wrong, you also portray as Gaspar in this musical, yes?
That is true.
How has stepping into one of your own characters influenced your perspective on the story?
Gaspar is different than Django. Yes, Gaspar looks up to Django, but he will realize that uh, when looking up to someone, there's more than meets the eye.
Transformers? No, sorry.
But yes, and again, I already mentioned this before, but I'm sure Gaspar's adventure in the story of Django will most likely hit hard with most viewers. And again, I mentioned this before about learning something, about learning that sometimes sometimes what we hope for, it's not usually what we anticipate. Uh, and sometimes it's about understanding the truth and not be blinded by our own hopes. And personally speaking, that is very akin to what I experienced mostly in my theater adventure, you could say. And and that is how I incorporate Gaspar in this story. And I'm sure, like I said before, it is an experience that not only I think myself, not only that I find myself relate to, but I'm sure most of most of us as in our own lives have experienced something akin that Gaspar will experience in the story. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, since Since Drengo follows Indonesian Musical Company's stage and cinematic style, did that influence the way you structured scenes and transitions while writing the script?
Oh yes, oh totally, totally. I would say yes. I did mention that like I said before, this is my first time writing, and I did find some errors that surprisingly, there are a lot of changes. There are more changes. There are more that goes into writing a performance for IMC, and it's not just because of its style, but it's also because of the, you could say, the 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 media, the performance output that we are chasing. Again, previously mentioned, we tend to bring experiences that blend between the theater experience and the cinematic experience, and uh, and that itself brings out many changes. Like, for example, when we sit into theater or cinema, we tend to just sit like this, cross your legs. Ah, yes, good. But in the IMC way, sometimes we tend to make it more with more interactions. That is the, we could say, that is the benefit of
Theater.
of theater, yes, of theater, that is the more creative positives about theater. You can make more interactions with the viewer. So viewers don't tend to not only sit like this. Maybe they have to go here or maybe over there. Gitu. There's so much more than just watching and sitting and making an experience which is interactical, hence our main goals.
So that was from the scriptwriter's view. How about the songwriter's view? Were there any challenges while putting the stage and cinematic style while creating the songs, or
Challenges. I say no.
Whoa.
No. So each genres that each genre and each region that we try to incorporate or we try to explore brings out a new challenge for me per se. Like I need to basically listen to that specific time period, for example, and also like the where it is, the music that were there at that time period, for example, those kind of things. But of course, I take some creative liberties, but I mainly stick to what's there, combined with the cinematic feel and combined to Indonesian taste of music. That's, I think, my primary challenges as a songwriter for Indonesian Musical Company. Mostly on developing some motifs, certain motifs, like certain song lines that is deeply connected to one character or one place. That's what a motive is. To be played by the scoring team, the musicians. I think that is one of the challenges as well that I face. But of course, I am grateful to have like a lot of people by my side to help me give like their inputs on my stuff. So really, I'm grateful for this friends and family that I gained through this community.
that is wonderful. That is wonderful. That is really wonderful. So, Mr. Nicholas Stevie, was there while writing the script, was there a particular cowboy archetype or Western trope that you especially enjoyed giving an Indonesian twist?
Ooh, for me, it's the comedy. I'll get back to it, but yes, the comedy. Like Mr. Brian Edward previously mentioned, a lot of Indonesian plays really do like comedy in a way of satire comedy. Meanwhile,
Slapstick.
and also slapstick. Meanwhile, I do in the process of writing. Yes, one of my biggest challenges is the in
Comedy.
identifying a lot of different ways in comedy. this is not my, uh, unlike my script writing, this is not my first time in performing in a theater, you could say. And in that experience, I also tend to identify that Indonesians have quite have a certain taste in comedy. Uh, and since I'm writing comedy in the theme of Western American, um, I do find that actually there are other comedies that can be explored, that can be introduced in this performance in Django itself. In identifying, I spent a lot of time, like maybe a week or maybe even 2 weeks, just to identify different types of comedy. One of my favorites in in the comedies that I identify is the rule of three, where jokes usually tend to repeat only a matter of 3 times gitu. You'll find that a lot in the performance in Django. But yeah, that's well, if you ask me what is the most challenging part in incorporating the Indonesian culture and the Western culture in writing in Django, honestly, I might have to say it's the comedy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nicholas Stevie. Thank you so much. So, how about you, Mr. Karas Joshua? How was it? Or were there any challenges on implementing Indonesian Indonesian style to your music, or was it completely
I,
on one section? Or
I'm a pretty spontaneous guy. So once I get into the zone, I just do things as is, and it turns out, hey, it's fun. Anyways, there are some. I try to incorporate one of the songs that I think a lot of songs in Django incorporate different music genres, even like the Western genres and Indonesian genres. If you're curious, you can come and watch. So is it a challenge? I'd like to say yes, but not really. Again, because I'm really grateful for the supportive friends that are there along the way to help me through my creative process, and I'm sure that's what happened to you as well.
Yes, it's you could say it's a creative process, which is it challenging? Yes, but it's a challenge that we find it a breeze to actually face,
Yes.
since we're not on this alone
Yes.
in most of the time.
I see. Thank you for those insights, both of you, both gentlemen. So, before we end this Q&A session, looking beyond the cowboy hats, horses, and guitars, what is the emotional heart of this story, and what message do you hope audiences take home with them? To both Mr. Karas Joshua and Mr. Nicholas Stevie.
I think we should start from the scriptwriter.
Oh, of course you do. Uh, you'll find a lot of characters in this story. A lot of characters means different lives, different perspectives, different lessons to be learned. Uh, I've shared one about Gaspar recently. Uh, for should I say more? Probably more. Yeah, sure. And that theme of learning, of discovering the truth, is actually also present in other characters as well in this story. Uh, and I think, and I think, like I said before, I'm trying to make a story that is relate to many people, to relate to many to the lives of the audiences as well. Yes, the theme of learning the truth and actually standing up for the truth is something that this story can serve as a reminder for our fellow, not just viewers, actually for our fellow crew, our big team as well, that sometimes we might wish something, we might chase for something, and when we get to there, maybe it's not as beautiful. It's not as beautiful as we hope, but maybe that's the beauty of it. That maybe that is our story. Our story. That is our adventure. That is our rodeo. Yeah, you could say that.
All right. And how about you, Mr. Karis?
I think finding beauty in any truth, facing those truths and accepting it. I think that's one of the key message of this rodeo that we're gonna have tomorrow. But I'd like to also mention since I have put some things in my lyrics as well, as I discover the traits of each characters and each I would say cities. Can I say that? Like, the traits of each cities, the traits of each place that are present in this show. There's one thing that struck me, and I think it's a reminder for all of us, aside from what he mentioned earlier, is en la oscuridad hay luz en lo pequeño. It's in Spanish.
What does that
Which
mean?
Which
means-
means even in hopelessness or even in the absence of light, even as in the darkness, there's still little light. There's light around us in the small things. There are love around us. As I mentioned earlier, in my journey of songwriting and in his journey of script writing, and I am sure in our journey in this production, one thing that kept us alive is the love of each other, the little love, the little affection for each other. Without that love present, maybe it's hard to see that love sometimes, but it is present and it will always be there. So walk bravely, face the truth, and embrace the love around us. I think that's it.
Thank you so much for those heartwarming words, Mr. Karis and Mr. Nicholas. So before we open the floor to the Q&A session for the media and the press, may I invite Mr. Brian Edward, founder of Indonesian Musical Company. Please step up on the stage. Come on. Oh my God.
The name that has been mentioned in every answer that he.
Hey, it's the truth. It's the truth.
Well, welcome
He does help me a
back,
lot.
You're just facing your truth.
Well, welcome back, Mr. Brian. How are you?
Good. Alive.
All right. Because we are moving on to the Q&A session, I would like to allow questions from the media and also the audience to ask some questions for these three gentlemen. Is there anyone who would like to ask a question for
Maybe
these?
You can check from the live stream as well over there.
Seems like nobody wants to ask a question. Okay, hi, gentlemen. How are you?
Great.
I have a question for you guys.
I'm
Alright.
swell, yes.
So, how is the preparation going on for Drengo currently?
It's going pretty well. We are settling in the Gedung Kesenian Jakarta. Presently, actually, like some of the sets has been already I want to say
Built.
erected, but
Built,
Design-
Ryan.
design-
built.
correctly built,
design,
yeah.
Prepared.
constructed.
Yeah.
yeah, the we've done a lot of like last minute preparations. Everything seems to be going quite well. Maybe just a little problems, but there's always going to be problems leading up to a production. But everything seems to be working quite well, I guess.
I see. So, how you being one of the being Gaspar and Drengo, how do you guys get ready for? How did you guys prepare for this show?
All right, all right, all right.
For the guy in the title first, I guess.
All right, I cut my hair. I recently cut my hair to fit the character more, and also of course, I still practice that one very beautiful choreography that a friend of ours had created personally, and I really appreciate the enthusiasm of the people around me that pushes us even further. For example, like when he mentioned, "Oh, I think Django can do this," blah 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 blah. And also for one of the dancers that keeps on pushing the choreography, yeah, Faye. So, of course, like we have to prepare to make the dance even better, for the singing even better as well. And how I prepare for that is just I just give my best and pray for the best, I guess. Yeah.
He's a bit religious, aren't we, guys? Everyone's a bit religious. So how about you, Mr. Nicholas?
Yeah, for me, quite a lot that I have to prepare for Gaspar himself. Django cut his hair, I shaved. Other than facial features, there are other skills that I also have to explore. Um, I also have to learn the hard way in IMC, which is those emotional wrenches, and just to also to entertain for our viewers for tomorrow. I also have to train a few skills like the lasso. Can someone swing? Have a spin of my lasso over there? Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Lasso's coming,
yes,
lasso's coming.
yes. I
Watch out! Watch out!
yeah. Be careful there. Yes, I also have to get to try it, and of course make sure not to make any victims. You could say, yeah. Victims. He's also one of the victims. But hey, that's the nature in rehearsal, isn't it?
So other than lassos, did you guys have to do some singing training maybe? Is Gaspar singing in the show?
Do I? Will I?
Of course, it's a musical. The
Should
main
I?
character should sing.
Yes.
And also, the thing is, like, a lot of our actors and actresses came from different backgrounds. Some from a very musical-oriented background, some a very conventional theater backgrounds, some not from any musical, some from film, some from just uh, commercial talents. And we all have to learn, we all have to grow together in order to perform a production that is mostly mixed in terms of singing, dancing, and acting.
Apparently fighting as well.
Apparently fighting as well. Yeah, most of our shows have a little bit snippets of combat, right?
Yes.
C in IMC stands for
Eh,
combat.
Part of the cinematic experience, you could say.
Yes.
All right. Well, Does anyone from the press, you with the kemeja batik, would you like? Oh, would you like to ask a question?
Hello, my name is Fikri. So,
Hello.
allow me in speak in bahasa.
All right.
Fine by me.
Apparently I can understand
Eh,
Indonesian.
kan kalian denger-denger besok mau pentas ya?
Yep.
Dan sekarang tuh harus showcase. Apa kalian gak ada waktu istirahat dan besok gak ada gladi resiknya?
Let's laugh it off together.
Gimana?
One more time.
That's
a rule
a
third, by
funny
the way.
question. That's a funny
Thank you.
question.
The thing is, all three, Misha, Stevie, and Karis, these are the main characters of Drengo. So, for them, yeah, are they rest? Yes, of course. like a few hours before. Do you have a final settlement practice before our show? Yes, at 7 a.m. So you best not be late tomorrow, okay? You too best not be late tomorrow because it starts at 7 a.m. We have we have to coordinate with the lighting and the audio and the musicians so our show can
Run well.
run well. Just the final tweaks because a lot of our lightings use
The technical
special programs that needs to be settled properly
prepared,
with the
settled properly.
cast member.
And I think that's one of the bigger challenges for our production. That currently IMC is reaching its, I think, third year.
Third year.
Third year. So even though we are grateful that a lot of people are here to help us in the production, I really have to give kudos to everyone who's involved. But still, like a lot of us are doing extra jobs as well. Like just a bit of an insight in an industry that I would say is growing in Indonesia. A lot of people do several things at once. For example, the both of us, and even him, he writes the script, and then he also assists in the directing, and also he plays. And for me, like songwriting and all the perintilan, all the little things, like the
Like acting.
acting,
Little things
the
like performing.
performing, singing, songwriting, printing. Apparently,
Like coordinating the
coordinating the
musicians.
musicians, coordinating the choir. So one of the challenges, like the tight schedules and how do I conserve the energy, especially during this season of, I think, flu or some, yeah.
A lot of people are getting
Yeah,
sick.
a lot of people are
lately.
getting sick, basically. So we need to maintain our health, especially in our in the in the midst of our tight schedule, I think.
You could say it's a lifestyle that we already identify, and also we will try to adapt most of the time. Uh, you could say it's not our first rodeo also to have to multitask like this. So to answer and thank you for the concern, but rest assured, we will take a rest and we will present
best.
something. We will present an experience that surely will be unforgivable for you viewers.
Unforgettable.
Is there anyone else in the crowd who would like, yes, you, madam, in the fabulous dress? You have a question for us?
Okay, okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity to ask. Okay, as you guys mentioned, Indonesian Musical Company or IMC usually goes for that dramatic, darker tone of genre, and now you guys try to add the comedy in it. In your guys' opinion, which character takes a while to build, either script writing wise, directing wise, or even musically wise? If there's none, then which character would you guys consider quite complex? Thank you.
Uh, allow me to answer this. Different characters have different charms, different appeal. For complex, I might have to give it up for Django himself, the man in the title. You will see that Django is more than just a hero.
sexy man.
Thank you. Yes, and that more than a hero, more than a sexy man. There's more to him.
Spoilers.
More to him than more to him than meets the eye. Also, there's also the appeal of comedy. I also have to bring a character that is more comedic. You will find a lot of comedic characters in this story, and I have to say there is one lucky person that gets to feel that comedic challenge. Some might say.
That one lucky person is like one of the most difficult to write.
Yes,
Because
he is.
we don't know what to do with him most of the time.
I mean, he's quite the
Lucky guy.
lucky guy.
Hey, we've said lucky 3 times. It's the rule of third. No more lucky.
Ah.
Yeah, no more lucky.
And developing a script, or writing a script differs for most people. I can generally give a brief format of how to write a script, but most people diverge into their own styles. Some just like the development of the Django script. It's quite sporadic, I guess, in terms of the writing process. We basically know the characters at quite a bit of at the end of like how do you when we write the script, everything just like connects to this like chaotic but beautiful mind mapping of characters, I guess.
For the musical aspect as well, I think I would say for the comedic aspect of the music, I think it's pretty interesting and it's pretty. It's quite a challenge. I think that's one challenge that I forget to mention, cause like I think Indonesians don't. It's either the like a brain rot type of music that makes them laugh. I need to find a way to make sure like how to make a comedic type of song. I've referenced a lot of like Broadway songs, like, for example, like Avenue Q. Avenue Q. I think most of my inspiration comes from Avenue Q. Um, it's a Broadway show that won over Wicked in 2004. If you guys have not does not know about it, I researched a bit of Book of Mormon, but like again, I don't think that it would fit Indonesian comedy. So the straight, direct punchlines fit more Indonesian comedy. We don't take a lot of like setups, and that's I think one of the challenges in making a lighter, more comedic approach of music.
More asbun.
Yes, more Asbun, basically. So I have to channel my inner self. I guess. I guess. Or guess. Anyways. Yep, and that's from the three of us.
Right. Is there anyone else in the press? Yes, you! Behind! Yes, you! You! What is your question for us?
Hi guys, my name is Waldo.
Hello.
Hello, Waldo.
And I'm sorry if I missed some information. I was a little bit late. I'm just curious about your process since you said like in script writing and the songwriting. I'm curious about how long do you guys make this production? And I'm guessing it's not a fast one. I've been like in a couple of production in my university, and it takes the fastest just 2 months. And I'm curious about like the professional like you guys on the story, your characters. How long do you guys prepare for like tomorrow? I think it's very curious from my end and how you guys do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the question. I think he'll answer.
The whole production length is around 5 months. It's not the fastest, but not the longest
Longest as
production too, because we have another one for like 8 months or like 10 months. But this is a mid-sized length in terms of production
Timeline.
yeah. But we started plotting on the script around November last year, but we actually started writing around January.
Around January.
Around
yes.
January. together with the casting, or the audition process. And first practice was
March, I think.
Around February or March, yes.
end of February, and
Like
yeah,
start of March, I think.
yeah, around
somewhere around
March. But the interesting part about
IMCs.
IMC and usually like a lot of musicals, some we actually do for like 2 months. For example, our winter class project, it's a
Production class.
and it usually takes only around 2 months for the production itself. But for Django, it's 5 months because we did a lot of adjusting, a lot of further developments, and we want to perform as best as we can. Thank you.
And I think from my end, can I? From my end, IMC has a pretty unique style of writing both scripts and songs that we, after the casting, there are some adjustment to maximize to fit the cast's personal potential and where they actually shine. And that's the benefit of us doing an original script. It takes longer. It takes a longer time to finish up some things, but I think the product itself is more personalized towards the current actors, and also the songs. I need personally as a songwriter and one of the head songwriter. I would say the head songwriter in this community. I prefer for me to get the cast first, so I know how they sound like, how they which song fits their tone, for example, and like I need to assess their singing capabilities and where can I bring them, in a sense. So I think that takes a lot of that takes a lot of time as well during the production.
I think for script writing is actually not so different after all. When we first started casting for Insight for viewers, we started casting around February, and we solidify our choices.
January. The online process.
Online audition.
Oh yes, and then we solidify our choices by around mid-February too, right?
Mid-February.
Yes, and after we get to know the cast, not only we have to adjust from the skill of singing and actually also dancing, and also and of course acting as well, and of course for the script it also needs to have multiple revisions to actually align the skills, and it's a balance between adapting to the capability of our performers and also to bring the most for the viewers as well.
Yes.
Is there
Hopefully-
anyone else from the audience? Yes, you, sir. Microphone, please. Thank you.
And hopefully that answers your question, Waldo. Thank you.
We found Waldo.
Oh my God.
Okay, thank you for the time. Thank you for the chance. I would like to ask Mr. Scriptwriter and Mr. Songwriter, branding your show as a comedic show is kind of a double-edged sword. So it's a hit or miss, right? Since I know you personally, I trust that it will work. But please let me ask you yourself, how confident are you that it will work? Like, how confident are you with your writing and your song that this is the comedy that we will enjoy, we will like, we will love it, we will talk about it right after we watch the show. And I genuinely hope it will goes well for Django.
Thank you so much.
There's a lot of going on in those 5 months
Yeah.
that we prepare. I mean, it's like I said before, there's a lot of revisions, not only in the script, as also in the songs, and especially when writing the script, the jokes that we prepare. Will this land on our target audience? Will this not offend our viewers? There's a lot of thinking process that we tend to actually debate around, which is which jokes that we deliver. To step back a little, comedy is oftentimes very subjective. There's a lot of, like I said before, when analyzing different types of comedies, there's actually a lot, and it's sometimes which is funny or not. Actually, kind of mostly depends not for the writer, but actually also for our recipient as well. And I'm sure that is also very apparent for the songwriting as well. Is it?
Yep.
And one of the reasons why IMC is usually more depressing and horror filled is because I usually write the script and I'm generally quite a depressing person. And writing comedy has their own challenges. And then again, comedy is
Subjective.
yeah,
Personal.
yeah, that's Mr. Nicolas Stevie said. Comedy is subjective. There is the comedian and the viewers, the recipient, and in order to make our comedy as quote unquote funny, I guess, it's comedic. There are a few things theoretically that might work. One of them is by being relatable, and there are techniques where we try to implement. However, a lot of the comedy here is like a mixture from not only the script writers but the actors and a lot of the assistant directors, the directors giving extra pointers in terms of comedy. I guess that's it.
Maybe it's a collaborative project.
Collaborative project.
It's not a revision. It's a progress, I would say, towards a better thing. It's not a debate. It's more of a discussion, I would say. Like if seeing it as in a brighter light, and we have to believe in our art and have confidence in it in order to hopefully achieve what we want and hopefully give the best for all of you. And that's it, I think. Thank you.
Hope that answers your question. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone who asked the questions. But now I would like to ask the media to present Drengo's trailer, please, on screen. Thank you very much. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the trailer for Drengo, Rodeo, Heroik, dan Genjrengan Super Asik. And now, thank you, media. And now, I would also like to present Drengo, Rodeo, Heroik, dan Genjrengan Super Asik's official poster, please. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Fortunately, that is all for today's event. Thank you so much to the audience, the media, and those online viewers. Thank you very much, and thank you so much to these three gentlemen. Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you, Ad
Thank you
America,
to all the
for
supporters
hosting.
as well.
Thank you.
Wow, 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 Drengo! Can we give another big round of applause? Woo! And I hope that you guys enjoyed this special sneak peek of Drengo, Radio, Heroik, dan Genjrengan Super Asik. And thank you all for joining us today and celebrating the spirit of the American Wild West. Can we give a round of applause? Yes. And if you guys are interested attending more event like this, don't forget that we have our social media on @America on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Dila, and see you in the next @America event. Howdy, howdy. Bye-bye. Now we're going to have a group picture together. Yes. With all the